you guys are doing well. So this is an example for assignment 2 for accounting 102. So we're going to go into it. It's very simple, nothing too crazy. There's a little bit different format how I'm doing it. So we're going to pretend over here that you have 5 businesses, and we can pretend that you have 5 gas stations you own, 5 little convenience stores, 5 ice makers, car washes, whatever you want to believe that you have. And that's the 5 businesses. And that's how much money we made this year from all the businesses. And we're going to go over here. K's already in accounting style, by the way. So we're going to go over here and answer the questions. 4 questions. Key 1, what is the total profit? So we're going to go here. This is the way that I like to do it because you can actually see what you're doing now. Yes, you can type it in and do parentheses like it shows you right here. You can do that if you choose to. But this is the way for that I personally like to do it. Equal sum, highlight what you want or click what you want, and then hit enter, and it shows up 270 is going to be the answer. Now you can also, FYI, type up here long form if you chose to, and click enter up there if you chose to do that. But I like seeing what I'm doing. Then we're going to go to step 2, minus 95K from the 270, and that's going to be 170. Then we're going to take 20% off for the lovely government, and we're going to minus that, and that's going to be $35,000 going to them. And then we're going to do that right there, and K5 minus K6, and that's going to be 140. So we made $140,000 off businesses. Now just use them for plain numbers. Now we can, add more questions in here and say, well, how much was payroll? How much was insurance? Whatever, because the cost is not broke down completely, but we're just going to, for this example, if you ever take another business course with me, you will have that. So sheet 2, we're going to go into the same thing for this store. So we have 4 stores. They made a lot of money this year. One didn't make as much. And the reason why I did this is because I wanted to do this part in this equation or in this assignment is we pretend that something happened to store 4. So a fire happened or a tornado or something happened where we had to rebuild. And obviously the assignment, they had bigger numbers, and I pretend it was like a Cabela store. So we're going to go through here and do the same exact thing. Summit equal, it's going to be 2.1 million minus 450,000 equals 1.7. The rebuild is 150, not too bad. 310 is going to be taxes. That's pretty damn good bit of money there. And we're going to go total profit of $1.24 million. That's pretty damn good. Now, what we're going to do with this is we're going to take these numbers, we're going to move them down here, and we're going to say, well, next year, 2018, now it's 2019, we're going to see how much percent profit we made on the company, and we're going to do that math and show what we made and show the profit that we made. It's January 1st, 2019. So we're going to do the profitability of the company and if we, should actually rebuild that store and all that. So there's the format, and that's the long form I was talking about to the class last week. I emailed a few of you guys about that. I had questions about it. This is okay to do. You can do it however you want to, but this is probably the easiest way. Equal parentheses F12 times 25% parentheses plus F12. And what I like to do is, yes, you can type it in if you want to type it, but I just click it again. And then you can add whatever you wanted to add to it, or just close it with parentheses. You don't even have to close it with parentheses. It does it itself on Excel. In the same format, same thing for everything. Just make sure the percents is the same and the numbers are correct. And yes, that is 170 because the store was closed for a few months. We had to remodel it. We had to fix it up. So now the profit is really good. Now we're going to go here and see what we have, how much profit we made, how much cost it was, all that stuff. So that is the same thing. Sum H12 to H15 equals. And make sure when you do this, don't put the date on accident because that will mess up your numbers. And then we do cost to 560 minus 560. The government's going to steal 100 million, about $500,000 from us. And then we're going to do 1.9 as the total profit. And that's just basic math. Then you could go and say, well, we're going to do how much difference do we make a lot of money compared to last year? What we're going to do this year minus last year, for example. Well, we made about almost 670 profit more. So we can project next year how much we're going to go if everything went up 10 more percent. You can keep on going. And this is what a financial advisor does for a company. This is what a cost accountant does. And then we could just delete that. And we're good. And that is basically it with the assignments. One mistake that I did see in the assignment one is some of you guys wanted to type things out, and I'm fine with that. If you type things out, for example, if you chose to type all this out up here, for example, you type the 475 out. Make sure you don't, minus a zero, add extra zero, because then it's going to be 100% different when you do that. Everything's going to change when you do that, especially if all the stuff is connected. So there was a few little mistakes on there that I was looking at, and I'm pretty lenient with that. But that is a big deal that you need to learn now, because if you ever do get a job and your job is to do a cost analysis for a project or for the whole store, I'm gonna make a video this week about cost accounting actually for you guys on that I took a long time ago, and it's a really good example. But if you mess it up, the store one you how do I explain this? You messed up. You don't want to show your boss that you accidentally messed up. But two, if the numbers are off, they might buy something they don't need or not buy a good deal. So double check when you type in things like that. Another thing you could do is you could always go over here and, for example, let's say we do 150, right? And we decide to do cash over here. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to just minus this. We're going to click this. And there we go. Same exact thing, but now it's formatted over here so we can see what we're actually doing. So if you guys want to do that for some reason, or, to double check, that is perfectly fine with me. And then if we deleted it, what's going to happen? It's just going to be blank. So now we have to go in here and type in 150. And then everything goes back to normal. So hopefully this video helps. I will see if it will go on D2L. I don't know what this 8-minute video, I don't know what the gigabyte is. I know I cannot email it to you guys, but I was able to email it to myself on my private email. So I will put it on YouTube or put it on D2L for you guys to watch this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. You guys have a great week.